What's going on, everybody? FJC here, back with another BattleBit video. Today I have a more serious video discussing the current state of BattleBit Remastered. If you are an active BattleBit player, then it's no secret within the past couple of weeks the player base has been depleting very rapidly. Now, this isn't to sit here and say that the game is completely dead or is dying at a very rapid rate, but if things keep going the way that they are, eventually the game will have a very small player base. As I'm recording this commentary, the most recent devcast where the developers discuss upcoming updates to the game, they discussed the release of the 14 weapons that were leaked recently and that they'd be coming within the next coming weeks. The reason I mention this is because I'm hoping that with new content, it brings people who were originally playing the game back to playing it again. I'm not going to go over all the weapons, but some of the weapons that were leaked were the 5.7, the AN94, the AUG H-bar, the CBJ MS, and the F2000. So I'm hoping with the release of these new weapons and many more that it brings some of the player base back to the game itself. The recent changes to the game for update 2.0.0 were very needed and very good to the game, but it seems that it wasn't enough for people to want to play the game again. As I'm recording this commentary, 29 minutes ago, 13,000 people were playing the game, which is not bad at all, but if you look at the last 30 days, it's lost 17,000 players, or minus 41% of its player base. So it's clear just by looking at those stats that people are kind of getting bored of the content because the game, relatively speaking, does get kind of repetitive after a while. But in my opinion, with the current state of FPS games, there's no better option than to play BattleBit Remastered. In saying that, recently I had a discussion with two people that I play with almost every day, Meatloaf FPS and Duck Films TV. I'm going to put their links in the description. And Meatloaf brought up a very good point about BattleBit Remastered's dev team and how they're catering to everybody instead of finding their niche and sticking to that. As well, we discussed the most recent Twitch Rivals event and how majority of the popular streams for BattleBit Remastered at this current moment are just reruns for skin drops. The most recent Twitch Rivals event was definitely a very good way to shed light on BattleBit Remastered, but what upset me personally about the Twitch Rivals event the most for BattleBit Remastered was they got a lot of people with a very big Twitch following, which is understandable, but they had never opened the game before. So to me personally, when they were discussing anything about the game, it kind of went in one ear and went out the other because their opinion didn't really matter. And I want to clarify what I mean when I say that. I mean that if you haven't played the game and you're giving your opinion and what you think they should and should not do to a game that you've barely even touched or seen, then you don't really have a say in the matter. And back onto rerun live streams, I totally understand why streamers are currently doing it, as it's a very good way to bring a lot of viewers to their stream. But in terms of general marketing to show how good or how exciting the game is, it doesn't do anything for the viewers other than letting them know there's a skin in the stream that you can get by watching this streamer. And what I want to get across as the general point of this video is that the BattleBit developers have to decide what direction they are going to take this game. It's very clear that this game has heavy milsim influence and a lot of squad influence, as you can see from the UI is practically the same from squad. But when you take into account the mechanics of movement and gunplay, you can definitely tell that it's not milsim in that aspect. And there's always a couple of different sides in the community. You have the milsimmers, you have the pub stompers like myself who just play the game to get kills, and then you have the casual players. The point being is I appreciate how much the devs are listening to the community, but it comes to a point where you have to take the community's opinion and yes, value that, but then make a decision on your own which you think would be best for your game. So I appreciate you guys listening to me. Just a little more of a vent/rant video today. I want to reassure you guys that I'm not done with BattleBit and more BattleBit content is on the way, so stay tuned for that, as well as I'm branching out to other games just so I can upload and differentiate the content on my channel, but BattleBit will still be the main focus. Once again, thank you guys for listening to me rant. I want to hear your opinions in the comment section down below, so please post what you guys think of this video and what you guys think of the current state of BattleBit. Thank you guys so much for all the recent support. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Much love.